Hey guys, Adam Lobo here from Adam Lobo TV, and in this video, I'll be giving you my full video review of the Realme C15. And stay till the end of this video as I'm planning to give this phone to you as well, so keep watching. Next, let's start with the phone specs. Now the Realme C15 comes with a Snapdragon 460 chipset with the Adreno 610 GPU. In Malaysia, it comes with 4 gigs of RAM with either 64 or 128 gigs of storage, and it comes shipped with Android 10 with Realme's own Realme UI version 1.0. Now looking at the phone's design and build, overall it had a quite great build. Now you'll find the device to be just a tad bit thicker since it holds a huge battery, which I will talk about more later. Then at the back, it is made of plastic with a grid and square design at the back with a similar camera design of the Realme C11, and it comes with a rear physical fingerprint sensor at the back. Now like the Realme C11, since there is no camera bump, it will not wobble at all when you place the phone on the surface. Then look at the phone's front screen. It has a dewdrop notch similar to the ones that you see with other Realme phones within this range. Now in terms of the color choices, the one which I am reviewing is called the Seagull Silver and is also available in Marine Blue. Looking at the phone spots and buttons, down below there is the micro USB port, since this is indeed an entry-level phone, so I'll let that go. Then there's also the mono pharynx speaker and also the headphones jack. Then on the right there is the volume rocker and also the power button. Then the dual SIM card and the micro SD card slot, which is expandable up to 256 gigs, is available on the left. Looking at the phone screen, it has a 6.5-inch IPS LCD display with a rather interesting resolution of 1600 by 720 pixels. Now like I've mentioned before, I've never had any issues when it comes to IPS LCD displays as of yet, and the same could be said with the Realme C15. Now watching YouTube was capped at 720p due to its native resolution on the phone, which for the price of the phone, I did not want to nitpick on that. And like other Realme phones, you can stretch out the Netflix video playback to fit all the way within the dewdrop notch area, where some phones usually had that sort of bar at the notch area. Now looking at the phone's camera specs, it comes with 4 camera arrays of a 13-megapixel f2.2 wide lens, an 8-megapixel f2.3 ultra wide angle lens, a 2-megapixel black and white filter with a f2.4 aperture lens, and a 2-megapixel f2.4 aperture lens. Now the main lens looks very decent for a phone within this price range with great detail and also nice dynamic range. I was pleasantly surprised with the portrait mode shots as the subject to background blur was great, slightly saturating the skin tones to provide more depth of field, which of course you can edit that in post if you want to. Then as for the ultra wide angle shots, again for this kind of price range and level, the image had no compromise on capturing good focal length with no distortion at the edges. Now you can zoom up to 5 times digitally since there is no dedicated telephoto lens, so I wouldn't go past the 3 times zoom. Only if you have lots of light, then it's fine, but still I don't really think that you would use the images for the 5 times zoom, but it is nice that it's there. Now as for the phone's low light shots or the night mode, it does take quite a while for the image to process, but overall the pictures still look decent, but you might find a little noise on the shadows area, but it does expose the highlights well. Now look at the phone's front camera, it has an 8-megapixel f2.0 aperture lens, and looking at the regular selfie shots, here's where I feel that the camera performed at its best. with a softer lighting condition, as if you're under a more direct sunlight or even in a mall, if you have a spotlight directed at you, you might get your skin to be overexposed on the forehead areas. Now, like the rear camera, the portrait mode for the selfie camera was also great as well. As for video recording, it records up to 1080p up to 30 frames per second. Now, the video quality in terms of the color and the image was nice. But there were times that it was a bit jittery when you first hit the record button, then after a while it's fine, so hopefully there will be a software update which will be able to fix this. And it had just an average stabilization, which is kind of expected for an entry-level smartphone, so I wouldn't pick on that. Then as for the front camera, it also records at the same resolution, where the performance was very similar to the selfie photos as mentioned earlier, with the same low stabilization as well. Now, as for the phone speakers, it was decent with great volume at 81.9 dB, not the loudest obviously, but it was pretty decent. The mids were a bit more prominent compared to the highs, and here is a quick sound test. Anyway, hope you guys are enjoying this video so far, and if you're new, hello and welcome. If you like this kind of video, don't forget to subscribe to Adam Lobo TV if you haven't done so. Now let's look at the software. It comes with Android 10 with Realme's UI version 1.0. Now, I've mentioned before that I kind of like the new iteration of the Realme UI, where although it's not stock Android, but features like swiping at the middle of the screen to go to the notifications panel like this, and swiping up goes to the apps drawer was present on the phone. In terms of scrolling websites, I would give it a bit more time for websites to load, especially for the pictures before you start scrolling on the website, as it does take a bit more time to load, but once it's loaded, it works pretty much great. Now onto the phone's battery. Now here is where the phone really shined, where the phone comes with a massive 6000 milliamps of battery. Yeah. And based on what I can see, the device lasted for about 3 days since the phone was charged, and I have a rough estimate about 6 hours and 33 minutes of battery life still available, so that was very impressive indeed. Now, if you guys are worried about charging the phone fast since it does come with a micro USB port, well, fret not, because it does come with an 18-watt fast charging, which again for the price and the level of this phone is quite a huge plus. Now, in terms of gaming, playing Asphalt 9 was fine with no heating issues both when I was playing that and also PUBG Mobile. And since the device was a bit thicker, it made me have a better grip during a long gameplay sessions. So with all of this, the real question is, who is the Realme C15 for? Well, in my humble opinion, if you are a current user of a flagship phone, this would make an excellent second phone since it comes with a massive battery life and of course a decent camera. As for others, this phone would be a very good phone for your kids, or if you are a kid who's watching this video that needs a phone which can last for a very long time and will also eventually appreciate Realme's UI. And finally, the phone could be a great option for your mom or dad who wants a phone that just works without compromising on the battery life and the overall usage. Now, looking at the phone's price here in Malaysia, the Realme C15 is going for only 599 ringgit for the 4 gigs of RAM with 64 gigs of storage, and 699 ringgit for the higher 128 gigs variant, and I'll leave all the info down below on the purchase details. Alright guys, as promised, I am going to be giving away the Realme C15, this exact phone, away to you guys. So if you want to know how, I'm going to be posting on Instagram as soon as I release this video, so make sure to follow me over there, where all the information on the giveaway will be available over there. Aside from that, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to give this video a nice big thumbs up. Like, share and subscribe to Adam Lobo TV if you haven't done so. My name's Adam Lobo. Good luck for the giveaway, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.